Hi, Carrie from Canine Camp Dog Training here. I am at this really great place, conservation ground here today. So I can turn it around and show you. I don't know if I can. Got some dogs running around. Wanted to come get on here today and chat with you guys a little bit about, well, not about, oh yeah, about your dog and what is your dog worried about? What's your dog worried about? Is what my topic is of the day. I have a gentleman that I follow by the name of Sean O'Shea with the Good Dog Training and Rehabilitation out of California. And Sean posted a really excellent video yesterday just talking about how you can have all the great training in the world. This is in a nutshell, and I might mess it up, but this is kind of what I took out of it. You can have all the great training in the world. Hey, Teddy! I'm gonna get my dog to come on back. Teddy, all the great training in the world and all the right tools and all the right commands, and none of that's going to work very well if you and your dog don't have the right relationship. And he focused on how if your dog views you like he views the leash coming out and going for a walk, or how he views a big bowl of food being put in front of him, just if he views you as like really amped up and fun and supercharged, and there's no balance of that view with discipline and leadership, then your dog's always going to be amped up and aroused when he's with you, he or she is with you, therefore more likely to react to its environment, react to other dogs, react to people coming in the house, react to other dogs and out in the community. So just basically that your dog needs to view you in a balanced way. It needs to see you as both fun and exciting, but also as a leader and a follower, or a leader and somebody to follow, and a disciplinarian. And if there's a good balance, then you have less chance for all these anxious behaviors, aggressive behaviors that sometimes come as a result of it not being balanced. Sean O'Shea, again, is his name, from the Good Dog, works with a lot of really reactive dogs. My focus is really not that. My focus is definitely more puppies and learning and young dogs, and that's kind of my specialty. But it's just really great because to watch him and learn from him, because he sees a lot of dogs that start off really great, like mine do, and then because the leadership and the leadership and the discipline isn't there, and it's the dog's relationship with its owner isn't balanced, you get a lot of behaviors that in turn he has to help fix. So anyway, that just kind of sparked a little bit of my thinking, and I wanted to just ask a question to all of you. And that question is what is your dog most worried about? What would you say your dog is most worried about? Is your dog most worried about the people that it comes into contact with when walking? Is it more worried about Bella? Excuse me. She's trying to drink the puddle water. It's not good. Is your dog more worried about the other dogs that it sees when it's out with you? Is your dog worried about the people that come into your house? What kind of things is your dog worried about? And the answer that you have to that question would probably need some evaluating, would cause you to need to evaluate some things. Because the answer should be that your dog should be most worried about you. Your dog should be most worried about you. Teddy, think back to when you were little, you were a child. What did you most worry about when you were little? When you were, say, a toddler, elementary age? Teddy, no. You most worried about probably just what you're going to eat and what you were going to do for the day, and you didn't really have a lot of worries because your parents took care of you. So you relied on them for everything. You relied on them for food, and you relied on them for what you were going to wear, what you were going to do, protection, all of those things. So Teddy, you didn't worry, Teddy, about a whole lot of other things. So in return, you were carefree. You were, you had joy. It was just an ease of life because you didn't have to worry about things. Fast forward to when you're an adult, or a young adult, or older child, young adult, you start to have to worry about those things that your parents once took care of for you, and that's when life starts to change a little bit, and you start to get some anxiety, and you start to get some maybe some depression, and just all those things come into play when you start feeling like you have to take care of things on your own. And that is so much similar, and is so true for your dogs, guys. If your dogs are constantly having to worry about everything around them and their environment, come on, Bella, like the car that's coming past, or the dog that's coming past, or the person that's coming past, if they have to worry about all of that stuff, it's going to cause problems for you. It's going to cause them to be reactive, barking, lunging, growling, biting. It's going to cause them to be reactive to all of those things. So it's very important that your dog doesn't have to worry about those things, that your dog just has to worry about you. If all your dog has to worry about is you, it's going to just make things so much simpler in your life, and make your dog so much happier, because your dog will learn that you're going to take care of it, that you're not going to let that big truck going down the road that he's so afraid of and wants to bark at. You're not going to let that big truck hurt him. That you're not going to let that big dog or little dog or whatever size dog that's coming down the sidewalk, you're not going to let that dog hurt him or her. But you're not going to let the person that's coming in the door of your house get into your dog's personal space. If your dog rests in you and what you're going to protect and you're going to lead and you're going to guide, then your dog will be, in turn, be much more at peace with itself, much less concerned with all that other stuff, and then therefore much more enjoyable. So it's a process. If you already have a dog who's reactive to all that stuff, it's definitely a process. But if you can start getting your dog into the mindset that just focus on you, listen to what you're saying, it's gonna help tremendously and get your dog on the right path to being much more balanced and happy. We just had a big truck pulling a trailer speed past with these dogs that are out here loose on the leash, and I don't know how to flip my camera on to show you. Maybe you can see them in the background if I do this. Or are they? There they are, back there playing. Anyway, the vehicle went by. They didn't even blink an eye at it. They didn't look. They just, they know that they have to worry about me and what I'm saying to them and what I'm doing and where I'm at. Bella, Teddy, and where I'm going. Come on. Good. They're just taking off over there. So come on. They don't have to worry about anything else. And that's what you want. That's the ideal mindset for your dog. Your dog should be most worried about you. And there's lots of ways you can get that. There's a lot of different ways to accomplish that. It's leadership, it's training, it's what you allow or not allow within your home, within your car, within your community, on your walks. It's just a whole facet of things, but it's something good to ponder and think about today. And as I said, Sean's video just got me thinking about that. And I just know that in my life, when I'm filled with less worry, I'm a much more happy person on the inside. When I've got my trust in something that's trustworthy, then I have a better mindset. And so that's where your dog needs to be. He needs to trust in you, and you need to prove to your dog that you can be trusted. And that will start you on the path to a much better relationship with your dog and a much happier dog. So anyway, just want to share that with you guys today and get you thinking about it. What your dog most worried about today, guys. Have a great day.